He's wondering if he is being an a-hole for not telling his wife how much money he makes. You, Bart, how do you handle the finances? Does he know how much you make?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He probably knows more what I make than I
Right?
do. Same.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I'm like, what's my base again, baby? I got to fill this thing out to get this car. I don't remember what my base is.
I
He'll
went
always take checks and be like, deposit these, please.
Yeah.
They've been sitting around on the counter. Please deposit them.
For the longest time, it was a running joke on the show that I literally had no idea how much I was making every week because my ex handled all the money. In retrospect, I should have had more control.
We live and we learn.
I remember Clark Howard, having him in here, and him almost punching me in the face when I said that. Like, what are you doing?
So, yeah, when it comes to the finances, and Bart will periodically sit me down and be like, okay, this is what we have here, 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 and here. This is what I've been investing in, because Bart he's got a master's in business and economics and all that stuff. So he does all the investments and does the stocks and things like that. So, I mean, we have money tucked in different places. Mm-hmm. Now, if you were to put me on the spot and be like, where is everything? I could not honestly tell you right now. But I trust them. Trust him. I trust him to make these investments. And I know he's looking out for us by tucking stuff away in different places.
My fiance has no idea how much I make. We just haven't shared that info with each other. I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know.
Never even came up?
No.
Well,
I mean,
if she's not asking, that's good. That's cool. Cool.
Right? Yeah, no. Sam, hey, what's going on? Are you being an a-hole, and why aren't you telling your wife how much you make?
Yeah, I mean, she just hasn't asked. I mean, if she'd asked, I'd tell her, like, I wouldn't lie. But at the same time, you know, she hasn't asked. A few times, like, I have tried to sit her down and be like, okay, this is what money we have, this is where it is, this is where it's invested, this is our financial advisor's name. She's just like, I don't want to be stressed out, this stresses me out, You just take care of it. And I mean, her name is on all of our accounts, like everything is joint. So, I mean, if she wanted to look, it's right there in front of her. She just hasn't looked, she hasn't asked, and I haven't volunteered. And I think one of the other reasons is, you know, she's had some spending problems in the past where she will just blow through money. Like before we got married, her credit card pretty much stayed maxed out. And I feel like we've kind of had those that come to Jesus when it comes to spending, and that's in a good place right now. And my biggest fear is if she realized, you know, one, how much money I make, because my career's really taken off in the last 5 years, as well as I was part of a startup. And as being part of that startup, I was given stock options, and those stock options, the startup was recently sold. Those stock options were valued at a little over $5 million. She has, like, no idea of any of this. And, like, I'm starting to feel a little guilty, like, should I tell her? But the other fear I have is, like, she'd quit her job immediately and go spending like crazy.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's two different things here, because if it's working for you, she doesn't ask, you don't share, she has access to all the accounts, she can look stuff up and see what's in the checking savings account anytime she wants, then that's that. However, if you just banked $5 million, like if Bart banked $5 million and didn't tell me about it, I'd be pissed. If I made $5 million and didn't tell my husband about it, I'd expect him to be pissed.
I don't need that information. It's best that I don't have it. I'm going to relate to his wife right now and be like, I don't need that information. I would even take the password away from the accounts so I can't see how much money we have currently. Because I'd go out and buy Benz or something.
So, okay, I appreciate your honesty, but are you being 100%? Like, does she know that she has access, so she could, if she did a little research, that you made that $5 million?
Yeah, I mean, she has access. The investment account that it's in with our financial advisor, her name is on. So really, in reality, it's half hers.
So
because her name's on the account.
But you're not volunteering the info for fear that she would go ahead and she would spend that.
Like Bart's very proud when he makes a good investment. He's like, hey, look what I did. And I'm like, good job, babe.
But he knows you're not going to come into the Bert show and be like, "F y'all, I'm rich now. I quit."
True. And I have I have
Gonna
two
come in with a mink on.
no.
What's up, peasants?
When it's 90 degrees outside.
You guys have it a little twisted. If Bart made $5 million, I think one of you said she would come in with a mink. She would not come in at all.
You all made me forget what I was saying. So, but there's two couples come to mind, and it was the end of their relationship. Like, she racked up so much credit card debt, and then he paid it off, and then she did it again because she had a spending habit. So if that is indeed your wife and you think you're protecting your assets, then I will respect that. I just know that wouldn't fly in my current relationship.
Yeah, and I don't know
Not that there's going to be a future relationship with somebody else.
I don't know that you should feel like an a-hole about it.
Yeah.
She has access to it. It's not
Yeah.
like he's hiding it per se. It just hasn't come up.
And you're not keeping anything from her. This isn't even a new truth or anything. Like,
Yeah.
she has access to the information, and she hasn't asked because she says it stresses her out to talk about. So I think you're doing her a favor by just being cavalier about this.
Yeah, and before you get off the phone, I just want to remind you of this charity, Bert's Big Adventure.
If you need any donation quotas, you got to hit by the end of the year.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Yes.
It makes you feel good inside.
So you shouldn't have told us either.
That answers the question.
Got your phone number. I got your email. I
Give
see you
us
right here.
monies, please.
All right, Sam. Have a great day, man.
All right, thank you.
See you, dude.
Money, please.
The Bert Show.